Lately, I've been having some conversation with friends, with clients, and everything around that it is not that we don't know what to do. For most of us, we know exactly what to do. We know that we should like send that email, go to the gym, put that proposal out, post the thing, do whatever. Like we know what we need to do. We know it. And yet we're still not doing it. So here's the question. Is it like, oh, am I not like I think this is not what you should be asking ourselves, or am I not unmotivated to do the thing? But instead, the question we should be asking ourselves is what is running the show that is causing us to hesitate, that is causing that to happen? Because when you really look at it, it's not that because we're lazy or that we're on discipline or that, or even if it's that the fear of what we might think this thing might be, right? And it is the subconscious mind trying to protect us from an identity that we are not really, we don't feel safe enough to step into yet, right? And it's not that we don't know how to, like we fail to act because we don't have the knowledge. We have plenty and some more knowledge. We fail to act because our subconscious mind prioritizes safety over expansion. It wants to keep us safe than grow, you know? So there is a version of us that is on automatic right now. The subconscious mind has these things locked in. It has its habits locked in, it has its the beliefs it has locked in, and it has the emotional memories that it has locked in as well. So that's there on autopilot. It's like on repeat, connecting and flowing and everything. And those things don't need permission because they just run the flow. It's just a known thing. It is there. So, with that being said, the subconscious mind, we know is it's there happening, right? And then we're there thinking if something happens, so if a memory we've had in the past didn't feel safe from the past, where then, if that surfaces happen or if anything happened, where then like, oh no, and all these things is happening on repeat. All these things are showing up from the things that we've that is stored, that is automatic. They are just there happening, right? So and when these things happen, it's not because we don't want to grow. We want to grow. We want to move forward to the next level, but there's something that is just stopping us. There's something that is there. And it's because the system is seeing this thing we're trying to get into, step into, as being unfamiliar, meaning unsafe. You know? So if information changed behavior, we'll be transformed by now. Would have been like locked in from that one thing that we're doing, that one video or that one interaction training. We'll be fine. But we're not. And why? Why aren't we? Because the subconscious mind does not respond to logic. What it does, it responds to the repetition and the emotion that has been locked in, that is driving this thing. That's what it responds to. So when you think about it, the basal ganglia in the base of our brain thing there, that is just, it's like the health of the thing. If anything, it gives you like this feeling, right? That's the habit center. That's where we get those reps, we get those things that is happening for us, right? So and it loves predictability. It loves to know what's coming next. It loves to know how things flow. It loves to like understand the flow of things, right? It likes that. The nervous system loves familiarity. It just loves to just have peace and calm. Let's go. Let's do our thing. It loves it. And the brain hates uncertainty. If we don't know what's coming up next, if we don't have an idea of how things are, what's showing up, we would not move forward. So when we're now with all this that is happening inside of us, we now want to try something new, even if the things that is good for us. We can start feeling and sensing tightness in our chest. We now start feeling the sweatiness. We now start overthinking. We now start like delaying, wanting things to be in a perfect way, wanting things to like flow and have all this. We start negotiating, rationale, like, okay, maybe if I do it like that way, and if this one and that one, and then we say we're unmotivated. Then we say, oh no, we don't know. When really our system just doesn't feel safe in this becoming where of that person yet that we're trying to get into. So what happens? We just want to be in that space that we know, where we're comfortable in. We know that if we go to this place, this is what to expect. We'll probably have this, we'll get the same drink we normally get, order the same food. This is like everything is fine. Stuff like that is what we pride in. It just comfort. You just know what you get. And then by so doing, there is no pain attached to it. We're just fine because we know it's our comfort zone, it's our comfort being and knowing. It just the it likes that relief in the short term. Like, "Ooh, this is what we know." So now when we want to grow, we want to stretch ourselves, the subconscious mind would just say, no, stop, abort. We're not doing that. No. It's not because it's bad. The thing we're trying to do is bad. That's not the case. It's because it is new. It has no idea what this thing we're about to go into, what that gets to look like. So because it's new, it ain't happening. Wanting to do this, coming on here every single day, showing up. Think the brain wants this? No. The beginning of feeling like, oh gosh, I look robotic, I sound this, what people gonna say, no one's this, blah, 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 like that happening? Or is it a case of like, I have this one agency here, I'm only getting limited job here. If I apply to these new places, that means more opportunity. However, I've not worked in that area before. I don't know what kind of like how they use interpreters there or what they will expect of me or how things will flow. So let me just stay here. But I'm still not getting enough role and jobs that I need. But that doesn't help because it is new and it is unfamiliar. So even though doing that will bring more opportunities, will bring that thing to us, it is like, no, baby, we are not going there. We're not like moving down that way. And then when we now hesitate, we're often confused. We're often like, because the thing we're trying to do is not matching the identity we embody now. So we want to be visible, but our brain is like, oh no, I'm not one who who does this. You know, it's like consciously I want it, but I'm not one to like kind of like stay small in that sense. Like, oh, I've reached this level in my career here, and I want to come here, and then I have to start at this small place. It doesn't align with where I am now and what I'm trying to do here. And so because of that, the tension happens, the overthinking of how do I then delaying, okay, well, how do I make sure that I am on this on par with like my career, and even though I want to be visible online, and it's I don't have procrastination coming and excuses that beautiful excuses that sound so intelligent we would hear people use and say of why things are not the way they are, of what's the reason why it is what it is. We get that because we've not we've not truly gotten it cognitively. We see it, but it's not locked in. And the brain resolves it just sees it as like, you know what, this is we need to protect ourselves from this misalignment that's going on, like not understanding of how we can do this. And it doesn't even do it by upgrading it. It's just kind of like just wants to, it's not matching, so we need to like reject is what's going on, you know? And we don't need to fix it with motivation. We don't need to fix it. If we have a good enough why, that could like really help us as well. But we can fix them by having those reps in, by taking those like space, like getting into the thing, building the reps of doing that, and reassuring our nervous system that we're safe here, we're good, we're this is going to be the thing that helps us get to that next level, reassuring it, visualizing what that gets to look like for us, seeing us already doing the thing, seeing us already embodying and having and doing all these things for ourselves, doing all those things, and even having that rehearsal, emotional, like we do the thing and like, yes, like we embody who we are. That's how we start getting that. That's where the work is required to now go from unfamiliar to becoming familiar. Rewarding ourselves with those micro wins. We did that one thing. Yay. Next thing. Yes. Next thing. Nervous system is now being exposed and being safe. Like we just did that. Wow. We did that. Yes. So now the nervous system learns that this is okay. We're good with this. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. You know, this is it. Because the subconscious mind does not change through information, it changes through experience by doing the thing. And that's why when we're now in motion, when we're taking the action, does the clarity come? The movement and the confidence in the thing happens. We're now doing the work. So now we're now like, yes, this feels good. So the question we need to ask ourselves is it's not how do I get motivated? That's not what we should be asking ourselves. It's about what part of me doesn't feel safe. And then we know what part of us doesn't feel safe in that thing. It's not about, okay, how do I push harder to make ourselves? No. It's more, how do I then build familiarity in this thing that would like that I want to do? In that way, we're reassuring ourselves, we're reassuring like our nervous system, our brain, that this is how we do it. You know? So, a very practical thing that I would love, an exercise that you can just use is you can close your eyes, yeah, and just visualize whatever that thing is. Let's use the example of sending an email, okay? So, you close your eyes, think about, okay, I need to send this email, and then just go, where in my body am I feeling this angst? And then you notice the resistance, like, okay, on Sunday say, ooh, okay, my belly's turning. Ugh, it's doing a somersault thing. Just notice it. And then we will rehearse it being calm by reassuring it or by doing certain techniques. And then just repeat that daily. Repeat it. And then the body feels, okay, we're good in this area. We're fine here. Or because when the brain is not fully distinct, like know the difference between what the, the, the brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and unreal. It doesn't know. All it knows is that we're doing the thing. So if we were seeing ourselves doing the stuff, taking the reps in, sending that email, being fine, being reassured, having all those things going on, we're now building the muscle and rehearsing the identity that we want. Then it now becomes the new thing, and it becomes who we are. Because now we're expanding in a safe and calm and reassuring and loving way for ourselves. And it's not about we not knowing, we don't want it. It's our system hasn't practiced this thing enough time for it to now become our new normal, our new comfort zone, our new being. Because growth is not about forcing it. Oh, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to post it anyway. And then you're having this, like, bringing on some illness to self. It's really noticing, reassuring, doing the reps that's going to get us to get the thing we want. Because it's really about our capability to expand, how we can expand that, rewriting the identity, changing the way we see ourselves, the beliefs we have about a certain thing, about the situation we're about to go in, about the belief that we're capable of making and doing the thing that we're saying we're going to do. It's about teaching the subconscious mind that expansion is safe. That's where the work's at. That's what we get to do. The reps in, building that reps that will now take us to that next level, that will now become our new normal in an automatic way. So I guess the question is, maybe you don't need motivation in it. Maybe you just, and again, it's not a need of a new strategy either. That's not the thing that's needed. What we need is for our nervous system to catch up with the desire, the ambition, with the things that we say we want to do. That's when the movement happens. And that's where the safety of whatever it is that we're doing kicks in play. We're doing the thing. Because when we do that, we are reassured, we become in alignment of the desire of who we want to be, and being that now, doing the reps, we'll now get to that next level. Remember that your voice matters and it's your time to use it. Nene here. Bye for now.